if you were able to fix EZAs for TURs in terms of the events, how would you do it? I know a lot of people say that they would want to just copy LRs and just make it where it's 10 stages, but I don't want to know what your guys' personal opinions are on it. That being said, I'm gonna have my own little like answer at the end and something that I think would be pretty unique, but we'll talk about that in a bit. That EZAs for TURs has literally not changed since its release. We've had it where AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku came out. You need to do 30 stages. You get rewards as time goes on, more Kais, you know, all that stuff. And then we go to the brand new EZA for the Android/Cell Saga, STR Goku and Gohan and Cell. And it's 30 stages. You get Kais, you get rewards for beating up to stage 30, and then it's just Hercule statues. So nothing has changed. But other stuff has. When LRs dropped, they had it where they were 10 stages instead of 30 at the cost of one Dragon Stone, I believe, because of one mission. And then even in other events as well, EZA areas have gotten changes as time has gone on too. We used to have it when LRs dropped and TURs dropped for the, I believe it was 5th year anniversary, that was the first LR EZA. But you would be able to get not only 2 to 3, but then you'd also be able to get 7. And remember, you have to collect 45 in order to EZA LRs. So roughly that would take, if you were to just talk about max, right? Like you just did not get that question mark a single time, you got super unlucky, it would take 9 times. So 9 times for the LR EZAs in order to fully awaken a unit. And it's still not as much as 30. And even on top of that, when EZA areas were first introduced as well. No, that's the wrong one. What I was going to talk about with this one was just the fact that I feel like after the 5th year anniversary and newer, even though it doesn't show it, I feel like it's gotten buffed in terms of I've seen the question mark a lot more with newer EZA areas, but that could also just be something that has happened with me personally. But back to what I was saying with when they first introduced EZA areas. So back during one of the first events for EZA areas during the Android/Cell Saga, which was the worldwide download celebration of AGL Gohan versus Int Cell, this was horrible. Like, I did not have any fun with it, but it was still not as time consuming as regular EZAs. The only thing was that it obviously gave you more stones if you did the 30 stages, which is why a lot of people were upset at the time. But you would have to have it where the left path would give you specifically bronze, and then the right path would give you specifically silver. So that's funny how the logos are like that. Then the left path, when you were doing it on super difficulty, would give you gold, and then the right side would give you rainbow. And then you, right at the split path, you would also have a chance to get the question mark, and they would give you just basically like an extra drop of bronze, silver, gold, or rainbow, depending on if you're doing Z hard or super. And again, this was pretty horrible because you had to go the left path and you wouldn't be able to really auto it at all. Like, you just couldn't, right? Because of the fact that you need to do left path, right path, and then you immediately go to the next difficulty, left path, the right path. And then they updated it, and we could see with one of the newer EZAs with the Dragon Ball Saga that came out a little bit less than 2 years ago. They made it where no, there is no left path, there is no right path. You just get 3 and you just get 8. Before, you would get 2 to 3 and you wouldn't even get 8. Now it's just like, no, now we're just giving you it where it's just like that. And then on top of it, you would also get the question mark 2, which would give you more medals as well. But yeah, it was a lot better in this way, because you were able to you didn't have to think about going left path or right path. It would just go one path only. You would collect bronze, you would collect silver, and then you'd do the fight, right? Which was a lot better. I like this system better when I don't have to pick and choose the path. I like it when it's just collecting all at once. And even if we go at the missions, you can see that even internally, they know that there was a change, because again, we look at the Android/Cell Saga missions, clear stage 1 10 times, and then that's how you get the extra Dragon Stone. then we go ahead and go back into the EZA from the newer releases. I don't remember, when did this one come out? I believe it was last year as well too. Huh. I think it's because that's the event. Let's just see. He was pretty old, so it should be like somewhere down here. Am I blind? Where is he? Sorry, just give me a second. I'm just gonna pause because I can't find him. I'm just gonna pause real quick. I can do it in Gohan because he's the same thing. So yeah, his EZA released in 2024. So we can see that this is like one of the newer events. And again, we can see that it changed internally because of the fact that they've made it where you could just get the stone on 7 times. They know you're going to be able to do it within 7 times rather than the usual 10 times that they had it beforehand, right? So because of it, again, they know that the system needs to be changed as time goes on. So why is TUR EZAs the only exception to this rule? Why has almost everything gotten a change in some way except for TUR EZAs? LRs came out and they made it where they introduced a better system, but TURs continue to use the old system. They had it where EZA areas have gotten better as time has gone on, making it where you don't have to choose the path, making it where they just give you both medals at once, making it where you can just get both through the question mark symbol as well. Like, why? Making it where you have to do this less, right? Why would they do this? It just doesn't make sense why they just don't update it. Which is exactly why I actually had one of the I think the most unique ideas. So we're gonna get a little bit off topic here, so I'm gonna try to explain this as best as possible. So if you played this game called Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, there was this event in it which was the Coliseum event. And what would happen is, similar to EZAs, you would have rounds or event stages that you would do. The only thing that is like separate from EZAs and all that is that one, it ends at 9. But the other thing too was that they actually had a really cool thing, or a really cool rule. If you were able to defeat the alright, right here, if all enemy groups get defeated within 1 turn, the next several rounds will be unlocked all at once. Completing any rounds will lock skipped rounds. So again, we just go in like this, and we have it where if you were able to defeat the easiest enemy who was able to die in like 1 hit, even to like the worst teams, you would then get shot up and be able to do like round 4, round 5. And then if you did this same exact thing, you would go to round 7, round 8. And then if you did the same exact thing, you'd go all the way to the last round, clearing every single stage beforehand while also getting the max amount of rewards that you possibly could have. So why do they not have it where it's in that same exact way? I feel like EZAs could easily implement this format of having it where you complete the first stage, you do it within 1 turn, 1 attack, 1 whatever, right? Let's just say 1 turn, so that way we can just do a direct comparison. If you complete the event within 1 turn, then you shoot up and you go to like stage 10 or something like that. And then if you complete that, then you go to like stage 15. Then if you complete that, you go to stage 20. If you complete that, you go to stage 25. If you do that, you go to stage 30. Like, just have it where it's able to hop and skip some of these stages that just don't matter. Like, okay, if you want to say that it's every 5, that's still better because you're only doing it 6 times. You're doing it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and the 6-2 versus 6+. But again, you're still only doing it 7 times, which would again fit right inside of the EZA TUR thing of you only have to beat the event 7 times in order to EZA these characters. So why can't they just do something like that? Why can't they just fix it in some way that doesn't make it where I have to literally auto it? Something else that my friend Fire, who's the thumbnail maker, who you're probably clicked on the video because of the thumbnail that he made, suggested was having it where you were just able to complete the stage and automatically go into the next stage just by completing an auto button. What doesn't I believe Legends did the same thing with their quote unquote EZAs as well, where you were just able to one skip, but the other thing too was go immediately to the next stage and then have it where it was just auto in that way, right? So again, why does Dokkan not have something like that? Because at that point, I just set a team, I go rest my head for a little bit, I go watch a TV show, and it automatically does it for me. I come back an hour later, it's done, or anything like that, where I'm just not having to stare at my phone and just tap mindlessly for over an hour. I literally cannot tell you guys how many times I have passed out doing an EZA because they drop it so late, and then it's the most just boring thing of all time. They don't get rewards from this. Like, there's literally no incentive for them to have it where we are staying on this game doing more EZAs. It's not like I'm gonna go and do the EZA and then be like, oh, I must summon, I must buy stones. It doesn't consume stamina unless you're redoing the event. It just doesn't even give a full multi in stones. So even if they want to say that it's because they want you to just stay on the app more so that way you get the urge to summon, well, give me a full multi then. So that way I would want to summon more. But it's just, it's so stupid. It actually genuinely gives me a headache just thinking about it. And I think the one thing that they have actually made worse as time goes on, doesn't these, I know for a fact, obviously, the stages get more, they get more HP as time goes on, but have they actually had more damage reduction too? They have. They literally have. They went from 70 to 80%. Oh my god, dude. Wait, no, I just wanted to say 80. Do they always have that for it too? Ah, you're lucky. You're lucky. You're a lucky little Jimbo. Your life is spared today. But whatever. I don't know. What would you guys do? Because like I said, I would really like it in this sort of system. Where it's just like it just kind of skips over. Because it would have just been nice. It would have just been nice to be able to do something like that. Just have it where you could just skip several rounds and then just get all of the rewards like in either intervals of 5, intervals of 10. I don't know, whatever they would want to do. But just something, man. Just something. Do something to these events to not make them so boring. Please. Please. Either take the 10 stages, have it where we can auto it, have it where we can just skip a couple stages if we are able to do it within one turn. Just do something, man. Please. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. This is more of a rant video than anything, but thank you all for watching. Hope you guys have a great week. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.